Yeah, I don't like being right about certain things. I did a video 2 years ago about the connection between synthetic turf and childhood leukemia. I was just checking my email the other day, and there's a new study that's about to come out showing high rates of PFAS in household dust cause childhood leukemia. All synthetic turf has PFAS. All of it, okay? And guess what? If your house has synthetic turf, it contributes heavily to indoor dust. But synthetic turf is not the only exposure source to these toxic chemicals. I'm going to explain what the study found, why I've now been talking about this for 2 years, and then what you can do to actually avoid these toxic chemicals, okay? So FYI, PFAS are known as the toxic forever chemical, right? There's over 10,000 of them, okay? They're in a lot of our household products, but there was a team of researchers out of UC Berkeley. They collected dust samples from 204 households in California with healthy children, and they compared them to dust samples from homes where 178 children developed acute lymphoblastic leukemia, known as ALL. Okay, they then analyzed that dust for 33 different kinds of PFAS and found that children that were exposed to certain types of PFAS were 1.6 times more likely to develop leukemia than children with lesser exposure. Okay, that's an equivalent of a 60% increased risk. And this is not the only study showing the connection between PFAS and childhood leukemia. Okay, there was another study that was just published that found that higher levels of PFAS in public drinking water were also associated with leukemia in children. And another study from a few years ago found that pregnant mothers with higher levels of PFAS in their blood while pregnant had children that were more likely to be diagnosed with leukemia before the age of 5. There was even another study, right, wasn't looking at childhood cancers, but just overall cancers in adults. Higher levels of PFAS were associated with leukemia, specifically in males.